Well, we're here. We've made it to the last week of the season, guys. Wild week, right? Oh man, Damar Hamlin. Great news on him today. The doctor said he was able to communicate. Of course, he can't talk because he's got that ventilator. Which a lot of us, unfortunately, now know people that have gone through that where they can't speak because of the ventilator. People with their lungs. But God willing, this young man's going to pull through and be okay. The signs are good. They're really good. So we'll keep praying for him. I know everybody's praying for him out there. But good news, boy. I'm happy to hear that. Me and my wife were watching that game Monday night. Well, I was watching it and she was working. She was doing her studies, and I kept saying, "What happened here?" And I kept interrupting her, but then she was all taken in too. Like what's going on, and it was really sad. But now it's uplifting, guys. Now he's on the mend. So like I said, keep him in our prayers and just keep wishing the best for this young man. But we are here, last week of the season. Guys, tell me if you feel the same way. It feels like it's been a long time since we've seen our Cowboys play. It's been a week as of tonight. Tonight's Thursday night. That was a tougher game that we'd like. It's 27-13. We won. We had some turnovers. That's continuing. Not all Dak's fault. But I felt like Dallas was trying to blow out Tennessee. And usually when you're trying to blow out a team, that's what happens. It's like a puncher, a boxer, going for the knockout. It never. He usually ends up losing on decision in a fight like that, instead of just fighting his regular game and letting the knockout come organically. And I felt like that's what Dallas did, and it showed. We had some bad injuries though. Biotish, he's gone. Hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully we'll be in the playoffs long enough for him to be back. But we are at the end of the season, and we're at 12-4 right now, and I had us going 8-9. That was my prediction at the beginning of the year. What a season it's been. A lot of guys are talking about, okay, what if Dallas does go, and these are Cowboys fans. I almost feel like they're already starting to set up excuses, saying we should be like overjoyed right now with what's happened. So everything else is just a bonus. The team's intact. They're a good team. I don't think we should be satisfied with a one and done. I'd like to see a couple of wins here in the playoffs. Maybe even go all the way. We have just as much of a chance as the next team. There's no one just that much better than us, but it could happen. You see it every Sunday. Teams that shouldn't win, and teams that should win lose. We've seen that happen to our team against Jacksonville and Green Bay. But in the playoffs, we're not going to be playing down to any competition in the playoffs because everybody's good. But first, we got Washington to play this Sunday at 3:30. They have nothing to play for. They did not make the playoffs. They're going to start their a rookie quarterback. They're going to sit Heineke, and they're not going to play Wentz. They shouldn't have played him at all. I don't know what's happened to that guy. He's just, man, he looks terrible now. We may or may not need that win. Philadelphia, of course, they're playing the Giants, and they've got to win to keep the number one seed. And I don't know if Jalen Hurts is going to play. I'm guessing he is, but boy, that shoulder, that's scary. That is really scary because a couple of years ago, when Dallas had a win and you're in situation, they went down to Philly healthy, but Dak had that exact same shoulder injury, and he couldn't hardly complete a pass. So it's scary. So I don't know if they can, because the Giants also have nothing to play for. I know they said they're going to play their starters, but how realistic is that? What's the point? There's just so much going on out there, with playoff implications right now. You got the Packers and the Lions. They're talking like it's a foregone conclusion that the Packers are in. I don't think the Lions that's not going to sit too well with the Lions. So, and they're having a damn good season. They've already won 8 games, so they've turned around. They've turned around out there. They're a tough team. We got to take care of business. Don't worry about what's going on with the other teams. Just play Washington. Still a rival. And of course, this rookie's going to come out and play hard. He's got something to prove. Let's just pray we don't have any injuries. It's been one hell of a good season. Despite everything, no matter what they say on ESPN, Fox, screw them. It's been a good season. Dak's having a good season. There's some fluky turnovers that got to stop. The turnover thing is just got to stop completely because it's not just Dak. It's our receivers. It's in their head too. You know, it's almost like a golf game when you start shanking it, and it's hard to get rid of that. And I feel like that's what's going on again. These guys are they're trying so hard not to turn it over. They're turning it over, man. That's got to stop. And Sunday's a good time to work on some things to get through that. Play a clean, smooth game, and hopefully it means something. Hopefully we can take that. We can take the NFC East. Or, if you want to dream even bigger, take that number one seed. San Francisco somehow loses to the Cardinals too. I don't see that happening, but they just got to go out and play their game. I'm looking forward to it. We're getting ready for the playoffs, guys. It looks like more than likely we're going to go play Tom Brady. But we'll see. I'm excited. Dallas has a good team. They've faced some adversity this season and they've fought through it. They've shown us a lot of stuff that we haven't seen from them that we wanted to see. We lost Dak for a time. We got through that just fine. We've had a lot of injuries, but we've been able to overcome it. I got to give credit to Mike McCarthy, the rest of that coaching staff, keeping them together. And of course, Dak is their leader. Our defense, they have a chance to keep growing because they got those young guys back there and they're starting to play good. Not Kelvin Joseph, he's playing horrible. He doesn't need to see the field. I think he's got 6 penalties on special teams. He just seems like he doesn't give a damn. I've seen enough of him. I have seen enough. He doesn't look like he gives a damn at all. I'm ready to part ways with him. Maybe he could turn it around somewhere else for his sake. But right now, he's a liability. Let's just go out there and let's win, guys. Let's have a good game Sunday. Take down a rival, get to 13 wins, and enjoy the game. And let's get ready for the playoffs, guys. All right, go Cowboys. We'll see you on down the line.